Josef Mengele was a Nazi physician who conducted human experiments on prisoners during World War II. When the war ended, he fled west and was taken prisoner by the Americans. Due to disorganization and Mengele lacking an SS group tattoo, he was released and began working on a farm under a false name in Bavaria. Once his atrocities were revealed, his name was added to a growing list of war criminals. To avoid prosecution, Mengele traveled to Genoa, Italy and on to Argentina under a false name, Helmut Gregor, through the use of the rat line. The network consisted of former SS members who could provide routes of escape and false papers. He began a new life in Buenos Aires, supported by a community of ex-Nazis, sympathizers and his wealthy family, who had reported to authorities that he was dead. He worked in various jobs and conducted small-scale business ventures, allowing him to live comfortably. By 1956, Mengele felt established enough to obtain Argentine citizenship as Jose Mengele. In 1959, however, the life he had built began to crumble. He learned that West German prosecutors knew he was in Argentina and that a warrant had been issued seeking his arrest. He fled to Paraguay in fear of capture and extradition, avoiding detection with help from sympathizers. In May 1960, Mossad agents managed to capture Adolf Eichmann in Argentina, raising fears among ex-Nazis. Correctly guessing that the Israelis were also looking for him, he fled to Brazil. The Mossad team, with few leads, had managed to follow a Nazi supporter to a rural area near Sao Paulo. They identified a European man, just meters away, who fit the description of Mengele. The sighting was reported, but due to the logistics of staging a capture and the budgetary constraints of the search operation, interest in the hunt for Mengele faded. Mengele would spend the rest of his life under an assumed name on the outskirts of Sao Paulo in a small bungalow. He was again harbored by various sympathizers, such as the Bossert family. Evidence suggests that he struggled both financially and with paranoia about being caught and hung for his crimes. His son Rolf visited him at the bungalow in 1977. He seemed to be living in isolation and suffering from depression, a shell of his former self. However, he seemed to remain an unrepentant Nazi, devoid of responsibility for what he had done. On February 7, 1979, Mengele went for a swim at a vacation resort near Betioga, Brazil. He entered a swimming pool alone, and once in deep water, he suffered a stroke. Once unconscious, he was unable to save himself and drowned. Unknown to the world, he was buried in a suburb of Sao Paulo under his assumed name, Wolfgang Gerhard. In May 1985, German authorities, now determined to capture Mengele, raided the home of Hans Sedlmayr, a lifelong friend of Josef Mengele and his family, in Germany. They found hidden letters and financial correspondence with Mengele, among which was a letter confirming his death. German authorities alerted the police in Sao Paulo, who then raided the home of the Bosserts. Under interrogation, they revealed the location of Mengele's grave. The Mengele family was initially against DNA testing to confirm the identity of Josef Mengele's remains, refusing to cooperate to protect those who had harbored him. His son Rolf Mengele confirmed the remains were of his father in 1985, but there was still great skepticism. Only in 1992, with advancements in DNA testing, was it officially confirmed. Mengele's ability to evade capture for decades was due to a combination of luck and a lack of determined international effort to bring him to justice. Thanks for watching.